Brought to you by Penguin. I Don't Believe in Astrology. Written and read by Debra Silverman.
To all of you who for almost 5 decades had sought me out and invited me to sit next to you as you opened up to your depths and shared your life story, I have loved listening to you. I adore humans. I carry an unabashed love for the victors who made it through their pain, and as well for the perpetrators who created it. Evil has no power over compassion. My prayer is that we as a species will survive this narrow entrance into the next age, and that many more of us will touch the sweet spot of humility. With the long view intact, we come to understand our humanness as an unfolding experiment that's about to turn a corner. I pray this book inspires compassion as you and your observer look at yourself and others. This is the doorway to the golden age. The future of our children is depending on us. Astrology is assured of recognition from psychology without further restrictions because astrology represents the summation of all the psychological knowledge of antiquity. Carl Jung. God doesn't play dice. Albert Einstein. Forward. I feel like this book was written for me. For most of my life, I was proud that I didn't believe in astrology. This is not because I'm a materialist reductionist who thinks everything is woo-woo. I have a crystal in my pocket right now. But the reason I didn't believe in astrology is the out-of-the-box explanation of my natal chart didn't really fit. Or rather, I felt like it could fit everyone. Like an amateur Penn and Teller, I was convinced that all this nonsense about astrology was just the cognitive bias called the Barnum effect writ large. Underneath that intellectualism was another hidden motivation. I didn't want anything to limit the possibilities of where I decided to take my life. I wanted to make my own stars, not let some intergalactic zodiac box me in. When I met Debra Silverman, I told her, I don't believe in astrology. She said, great, that's the title of my next book. We had a good laugh about it, but it didn't change my belief. I nonetheless agreed to sit down with her for her flagship 4E reading, and it changed my life. The superficial reading of my natal chart indeed didn't really fit, but as we dove deeper into the complexities of the houses, positions, and the entirety of my chart, certain guiding principles of my essence started to be revealed. The king skeptic was retreating under the pursuit of the queen of astrology. Then, after 2 hours, it was checkmate. And understanding my inherent nature, I wasn't limited. I was expanded. I clarified my mission and purpose on a deeper level and understood my inherent vulnerabilities. This information is invaluable. I hope that in reading this book, you'll start to have the same experience. I invite you to engage with curiosity and creativity, and maybe, just maybe, this book will change your life like my first reading with Debra Silverman changed mine. Aubrey Marcus. Introduction. Astrology has an honorable history in every nation or race of people on the face of the earth that has attained any degree of civilization. Even the enemies of astrology cannot deny that fact. Luke Dennis Broughton, Elements of Astrology, 1898. Let me guess. 1. You don't really believe in astrology, although you kind of wish you did. You're curious about whether I can change your mind. Or 2. You've begun to believe in astrology, yet you want more information to enhance your belief in the influence of the stars in your life. Either way, you've come to the right place. I call this book and my podcast, I Don't Believe in Astrology, because I, too, was once a skeptic. Over time, that's changed. I've witnessed firsthand over decades of professional practice applying both psychology and astrology exactly what astrology is capable of. I am now...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?